Hello YouTubers, this is Ascribe and thank you for watching this most bodacious YouTube video. Honest. Right, just let me have a slurp of black wine or whatever it is I'm drinking. Absolutely delicious. So I've been watching a few videos about a recent argument that involved Steve Crowder and his wife, and everybody jumping on the bandwagon on one side or the other, to be honest, about who's right and how evil the other person is, and of course the woman's probably being bad all the time, and of course Steve Crowder's a monster according to Kedis or whatever her name is, and she does make some good videos, but I think this is getting blown out of proportion a little bit. And I'll tell you why I think that. You could take anybody at all in life at the moment, and you could find some shit on them. Basically, if you could record everything they do on a day-to-day basis, you could extremely embarrass them, and you could ruin their reputation almost immediately, because either in the past they had bullied somebody, they had cut somebody off at traffic, they had told somebody they shouldn't have to, F off, they've had an argument with their significant other or their family member, maybe they've beaten somebody up in the past, that's probably even worse, and people are just in general not perfect. And I think when somebody finds out that somebody isn't perfect, when they put somebody on a pedestal for so long, like Steve Crowder, people come across and go, he's a monster. He's a monster for having an argument with his wife. You saw a few second clip of him and his wife bickering with each other. Right, okay, it's none of our business anyway. But secondly, no harm came to that woman. I mean, I'll just put it down there, no harm, no physical harm. He didn't beat her up, he didn't slam her head into the fridge, he didn't chuck in a pool and drown her. He was just saying that I want you to do this and this and this. And of course, part of me goes, well, it is my idea with, female-male relationship. It's different when you're dating somebody, because of course you're going to be behaving differently, you're going to be putting on an act and stuff like this and trying to be macho. And there's a new movement out there in the male community that you have to be like all masculine, and the most masculine thing to do is tell women to fuck off and you don't need them, while simultaneously going to their house because you need them. Right, okay, whatever. And then the leftist is all about, the best thing to do is just beg and ass lick them constantly, and let's see which one works the best. To be honest with you, neither of them are very good. The whole point of a relationship, as far as I know, is that both sides need to work together, right? It's not a dominating, submissive role if you are a man and wife. Now, I don't think they were man and wife, and they were obviously having the moments of disagreement, and we don't know what's happened before that video happened. I mean, you've got to use your brain sometimes. I mean, did any harm come to the lady? No. Were some nasty words exchanged? Of course, there was some little bickering here or there. He's saying, put some gloves on and clean up and make me a sandwich or something like that. But that's very, very minor as far as I'm concerned. That doesn't make Steve Crowder a monster. I mean, if he was just there slapping her around saying, nobody's going to ever find out about this, yeah, bitch, and then he just, grabbed her neck and, throttled her and then said, tell anybody, I'll just make you look like a little whining bitch. I mean, that would be a completely different story. This was just him saying, we're not working together, you're not helping me, you're not doing anything, and maybe we don't know what's going on in the background. Now, of course, I think the conservative movement really must consider this on which one do you think is right? Is it more important that males being brought up today, I mean, when you come into a relationship where you're having a child with a woman, is it more important to dominate her and her to be completely submissive. You know, like a dog, basically. You're trying to lead her out to do things for you. Or is it more important that you are part of a spiritual team trying to achieve something in life? I mean, which one sounds better? And of course, in life, things are not that simple. You know, hormones are going all over the place. The woman is obviously pregnant now. Stephen Crowder obviously should have taken that into consideration. But all this to me seems very minor. If you've seen the abuse that some women have been through, you would think this is nothing. And you know, basically, fuck all happened in the video. He didn't slap her around. He didn't do much. They were just pretty much breaking up at that point. He was actually laying down some ground rules by the sound of it, and he's saying, "I've had enough of you." I mean, okay, he has the right to say that. He has the right to say, "I have had enough of you. I don't want you anymore." He has 100% the right to say that. I mean, it's all this kind of virtual signaling when people come online and they see like this man walking next to this woman, and they say, "Well, what's this man doing wrong that he shouldn't be doing?" And you know, you should definitely be doing this. And the other people saying, "Well, you know, if I'm a gentleman, you know, I'm a gentleman. I would walk on the other side near the pavement. In fact, I would walk on the road next to her to make sure I get hit by a car so that she doesn't. And I would carry her over the puddles and everything." They don't know what's going on in the background there. They might not even be together. But the way the internet is structured, what tends to happen is they come online, they make some kind of story arc and what they believe is happening. You know, to see this man walking next to this woman, and the woman is just separated by the man a little bit, and then people are saying this man is not a gentleman. They may not be together. You ever consider that? It may just be a picture taken. Or they may not be friends. They may not even be, they may have broken up already. You don't know that. They may have been together for 5 years. And the people who are virtual signaling say, "Listen ladies, I would do this and this." What happened to your previous relationships? Fucking hypocrites. What happened to your previous relationships? You can't just come online and virtue signal, because that's what everybody seems to do. This thing with Steve Crowder and his wife was extremely minor. In fact, it's none of our fucking business. I'll put it bluntly, it's none of our fucking business. Yeah, okay, he may have said this and this and this because he doesn't want wankers coming online talking, you know, shit about him for no reason whatsoever. Nothing happened in that video. Yes, there was a little bit of dominating here and there, but there was an argument going on. Obviously something happened before that video was taken. I mean, maybe she cut that bit out, and you know, they've said one or two things for each other, but he's not actually chased her around and, you know, beat her up or anything like that. He's let her go. You know, he's done in many ways things that other men haven't done in that situation where they're breaking up with somebody. And I don't know, I mean, nobody's perfect. I don't believe that what the Conservatives and what the Liberals and what the left and right say about relationships always work. I mean, sometimes relationships are just doomed to fail, and people don't realise that not every relationship will work. That's why people are being in many relationships, because some people, they can't be together because they're just not going to agree with everything. And I'm not even sure there was any dominating going on there, because obviously he said, "You never do anything. You don't seem to care, and I don't care about you anymore." Right? Think about that for a second. Why would he say you'd never done anything when he's always allegedly forcing her to do stuff? Of course he's not actually forcing her to do everything. So that's another thing to take in consideration. You know, all these things that have been said about him, it's just fucking words. All that was said in the video was just a few words, and everybody's saying, "I think this guy's a complete monster." What? Okay, so is he Adolf Hitler, Pol Pot, Stalin combined? You know, Ivan the Terrible, was he, you know, cooking people alive or something? I mean, that's a monster. This guy is obviously being filmed to be embarrassed. That's all it is. I mean, you could literally film anybody on the streets, anywhere, Trump, you name it, anybody. Think of anybody. You catch them at the wrong moments in their life and you film them, right? They will be embarrassed and their life will be ruined. But everybody knows deep down that they are all scumbags themselves, right? I'm a scumbag, you're a scumbag, every fucker in this planet is a scumbag, right? And until you realise that you've made mistakes and you're not perfect, you can't just go around looking at other people having a little pantomime on a camera and consider this person a complete and utter monster worse than Adolf Hitler. And I think the reason that what's led to all this is jealousy. That's what I think is happening. I believe they see he's been successful online and they've looked at it and gone, yeah, I don't like he's been successful online. So what I'm going to do, now that I've seen he's made a mistake, and it's a very minor mistake, I'm going to latch onto this with everything I've got and bite my teeth straight into it. That's all that's happening. It's not going to work. Nothing's going to work here. You know, it's probably just liberals and a few conservative nut jobs, both left and right, who, you know, just want to take him down a peg or two. But I believe that nothing serious has happened there, and he has the right to break up with a woman if they're not getting on. And, you know, maybe, you know, he should have taken consideration that she's pregnant and she wouldn't be wanting to do all the housework and stuff like that. I mean, usually what happens when a woman's pregnant, the man will do everything he can to support the woman. But I don't know if that's already happened. I don't know what's going on in the background. I can't make assumptions based on a very short video. So everybody needs to calm their knickers down, stop getting everything into a twist, stop twisting things into things that they're not, stop making mountains out of molehills, and, you know, let people get on with their lives. Because I see nothing has happened of value in that video other than, you know, being slightly entertaining for people who like to see people falling out and upset, I'm not going to call him a monster, and I'm certainly not going to call him evil. I do believe that the conservative movement, or the right and the left as well, is also bad in this. When they're dealing with women particularly, right, the left is all like, oh, just kiss her ass all day and, you know, just do everything and simp for it. Yeah, that doesn't work. And then the right goes, well, I know what we'll do. We'll just be the biggest fucking asshole on the planet. We'll just tell the woman to do everything for us, you know, get in the kitchen, wash this, watch this, do as I say. If I want to go out, you come with me, I decide everything, right? That's not how relationships work. And deep down, everybody knows that. The reason why they're acting that way is because they're afraid of losing a woman. Okay? And when they do act like that, they lose the woman anyway. But of course, everything is personal choice. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now. See you later. Bye bye.